Developing tonight in Cuba, heavy police presence in the capital of Havana aimed at preventing more protests. This weekend, rare anti-government demonstrations broke out as food and medicine shortages sweep the country.
WGN's Dana Rebick is live in Palmer Square tonight, where some Cuban Chicagoans are also protesting. Dana.
That's right. There has been a growing group here in front of the 90 Miles Cuban Cafe on Armitage. They are out here holding signs, holding Cuban flags. They are speaking out about the situation in Cuba. They know their people there are suffering. Things have gotten so bad in the country. It's reported that simple medicines like aspirin and penicillin have run out, and these people there are pushing back. They're coming together both in Cuba, here in Chicago en masse, hoping for change. As diners soak in the sounds of Alberto Gonzalez's homeland, the 90 Miles Cuban Cafe owner reflects on his past and the current unrest.
People have to say enough is enough. I mean, I lived in Cuba. I know what's not to eat for a few days, and I left in 1980. I could only imagine today how bad it is.
Thousands of people took to the streets in Cuba on Sunday to push back against communist rule, marching in Havana. At times, some in the growing crowd threw rocks at police, who reportedly released tear gas. Cuban authorities shut down internet service after many tried to broadcast the protest live.
I see what people are going through. I mean, they're having family members dying because of lack of medicine, the lack of health care, food. And I would probably be doing the same thing. I'd probably be out there in revolt.
The country, led by President Miguel Diaz-Canel, is going through its worst economic crisis in decades. A spike in coronavirus cases and lack of medicine and vaccines contributing to the collapsing economy. The Cuban government also blaming U.S. sanctions imposed by the Trump administration. This morning, President Joe Biden and other officials addressed the growing tension.
The Cuban people demanding their freedom from an authoritarian regime. And I don't think we've seen anything like this protest in a long, long time, if quite frankly ever.
The Biden-Harris administration stands by the Cuban people and people around the world who demand their human rights and who expect governments to listen to and serve them, rather than try to silence them.
Cubans in Florida also standing in solidarity with crowds gathered in parks in Tampa and Miami. Tonight in Chicago, Cubans protesting as well, hoping the current uprising will bring help to their people.
All we want is the international community to help us.
This is not something that you put a Band-Aid on, and we put Band-Aids on it for a long time. I think that right now it's time to take action and be with the Cuban people and support them.
Now, the Cuban government is also blaming the downturned economy on a lack of tourism. This past spring, President Biden said that lifting sanctions on Cuba was not a priority of his administration, but now many are looking to him to see if he will change his mind and take any action. Live in Palmer Square tonight, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Thank you, Dana.